Because the music here for the decades, my accolades, then the lifetime achievement, done it. And I got the award, huh? I told you, I got a lifetime achievement, done that. That done it, sealed that. So like I said, man, sometimes you never know what your life pan out to do, man. Just keep doing the right thing, man.
That is crazy, though.
I know it is. You know, like how Shine is, but really a little bigger than that because he's just like in the government. I'm gonna run a division. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about that.
Shit, hell yeah, I'd be excited.
So imagine you come down there, Donnie, like, oh yeah, you know.
Hell yeah, I'm coming. Shit.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, man. So.
Cool.
Yeah,
man, it's going down. It's Donnie Houston Podcast. I am Donnie Houston. Check it out, man.
Donnie Houston.
Subscribe to the Donnie Houston Podcast, man. Yeah, man, it's going down. It's Donnie Houston Podcast. I am Donnie Houston. Check it out, man. We got a real special guest today, man. You know what I'm saying? We had him on the show, man, a long time ago, early on, you know what I'm saying, before we had the video and all that, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But listen, man, he is a legend by all definitions, you know what I'm saying? H-Time, you know what I'm saying, by way of the islands, you know what I'm saying? He's the first international artist to touch the H-Time hip-hop community, you know what I'm saying? Featuring, doing records with everybody, man, from Zero to Lil O to Scarface, all man, that. To Kiki, man. I'm talking about, man, everybody, you know, then going over, you know, doing stuff with A-Ball and MJG, you know what I'm saying, doing stuff with the Luniz early on, you know what I'm saying, doing stuff with Cash Money, man, you know what I'm saying, in the prime Cash Money era, you know what I'm saying, in the 99, 2000 Cash Money, you know what I'm saying, to No Limit, man. I mean, and the list goes on and on, man. Hey, man, that's none other than Papa Roo. What's going down?
Yeah. You already know I'm in the building, man. It's just nice to see. Man, I was in this building when probably the first month you started. You know what I mean? And I called it, though, Donnie. I said, Donnie, listen, bro. What you doing for the culture, man? Stick at it. You're going to be that guy in the city. You know what I mean? And guess what? We're on the way, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that just lets you know, man, that when you stick at when you stick at your dreams, man, you know, I'm a living witness to it. You a living witness to it. You know what I'm saying? I always like to teach. You know what I mean? So that's why every pointer we got, I'm gonna stop and make sure the youngsters could pick up on it. You know what I mean? Because it's real. As long as you got the drive, the know-how, and go ahead and keep it righteous, there's nothing to stop you, man. Yeah, nothing to stop you.
Nah, for sure, man. As a matter of fact, man, you was just telling me something real dope, you know what I mean, before we started, man. You know what I'm saying? How you got something kind of brewing, you know, right now, man.
Yeah, I got some.
First of all, getting a lifetime, you know, getting the achievement award.
Yeah,
you know
that was big for me. You know, from all these decades I've been doing work, you know, doing a lot of speeches and, you know, a lot of free concerts. You remember the Hip Hop for HIV with the box and all, you know, all over the years, all those hours add up. And when you do at least 4,000 plus hours for the great nation, you know what I mean, for the U.S., you know, you get recognized, you know. And for me, being an immigrant, you know, from a third world country, the population 800,000 people. Just really think about it.
In the country, exactly.
The country. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. I'm from the same place that Nicki Minaj, mom's from. Trinidad James, he from there. Cardi B, her mom's from there. Man, the list goes on and on. We got a lot of Trinidad and Tobagonian in the hip hop community.
Definitely.
But I want to, on your show, I want to make sure set a stance. I was the first artist to ever infuse international sound to hip hop. Period. Nobody talks about it. You know what I mean? And you know, I'm always a modest guy. But at the end of the day, man, I got to start speaking my truth. You know what I mean? I got to start letting the people know what's up, because, you know, sitting back and waiting for people to tell your story, man, is like, you know, you sit back and you're like, oh, yeah, I know he gonna, man, that's my, yeah. Man, they going to tell you what they want to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, just when I'm making my rounds this rip, you know, because everybody's in a different situation, different level, whatever now. So, you know, I just told myself that, hey, this rip is nothing but the truth, man. Y'all gonna hear direct from Papa Roo. You know what I mean? Everything you want to know, anything you want to find out, you know, it's not gonna be he say, she say. You know, what you want to know, what happened to me when this, what that. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because after 29 years in the game, 30. Oh, let me see. I started in. Let me go back. We started in like 97. So where we at? How many years that is?
Shit, we're about 25.
25 roughly. Well, about that long. Yeah. Like I said, you know, I came into a culture that I had to learn myself. I had to pretty much, you know, find my way. I did one of the hardest things to get done, bro, to bring a whole style to be accepted. You feel what I'm saying? A whole style to get accepted in a big market. I'm from 800,000 people. To get what I'm saying in a billion, come on, man. That's like eggs and oranges. So, you know, with what I accomplished, man, I'm bold about it now. You know what I'm saying? It's time for the people to know. It's time for everybody to, you know what I'm saying, know the history on hip hop. Because at the end of the day, that's what you bring forward to the community, Don. And I salute you all day long. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to just add on to what you're doing. And we're going to go ahead and tell them, okay, yeah, this is that guy that everybody told about Akon. I keep hearing about, hey, man, you even on a blast I put out, man, this dude took Akon style. Imagine when you start seeing stuff like this. You start getting to a point where, come on, man, enough is enough. You know what I mean? So podcasts, everybody in the hip-hop culture, whatever, you know, we just need to go ahead and teach the youth the right, you know, teach them, you know, what happened with hip-hop. Let's educate them. So I'm going to do my part. You know what I mean? Big ups to Akon, the whole crew. You know, ain't no love lost. But at the end of the day, you know, where it started from, man, you got to pay homage, man. You know, I don't need him. I don't need his camp to, oh, yeah, Rue, you. No, it's none of that. But as much as I've been asked about him, I know he been asked about me. You get what I'm coming? And nobody could tell me nothing different. It's just that, you know, most people want to take, okay, yeah, he had this opportunity with the big platforms. I grinded all the way out and still is. That's the difference. You see what I'm saying? Because I believe in what I do, because I was the originator of what I do. Everybody try to sound like what I do. So, you know, it's just what it is. And the new album is going to show that too. It's coming out in February, y'all. You know, the new foreign album. I keep pushing it back, keep redoing it, because, you know, it's been almost 6 years I put a record out. So I can't let my fans down. You know, I got to come with that Rue, you know. If it ain't Rue, it ain't right. Yeah, I got to give it to them. If it ain't Rue, it ain't right. So I had to give them that New Orleans, Houston, Caribbean. I'm all made up from all that. Houston, Caribbean, Houston, and New Orleans. So to find another Papa Roo, you got to first have him come from the Caribbean islands, go to high school here, be with Big Mo and Big Pokey, and we all went to school together. You see, a lot of people didn't know that. JY, Jack Yates, big up to Jack Yates. You know what I'm saying? Dino from H-Town, rest in peace, Dino, man, that's my dog. You know, he gave me my shot with H-Town when I toured with them for like 6 years. You know what I mean?
This was Knocking the Boots era?
On the Knocking the Boots era, the album right after Knocking the Boots, Begging After Dark. I got like 3 songs on there with them. You know what I mean? The song, if y'all want to look it up, it's called Bus One, Rocket Steady, and Baby I Love You. Those 3 joints on H-Town, Begging After Dark album.
And that come from y'all relationship from back in high school?
Ran into Dino at Oasis. Ran into Dino at Oasis. And Dino, like, he had an artist from the Bahamas. That's what, I'm telling you how that link up happened. He had an artist from Bahamas, and he already know me from school, beating on the desk with him. We used to like rap and sing. We used to skip all 3 lunches, man, at Jack Yates doing that. You know what I mean? So he remembered all that, and he knew I was doing my thing with the rap, with hip hop, because I was already doing the album with Luniz. I already did that.
That's what I was gonna ask if you had already had that.
Yeah, I already had, because remember I had 8-Ball MJG, Lick 'em Up Shot. We lick our shot, lick 'em up. So I was already in motion.
The 8-Ball record came before the Luniz record?
Before the Luniz record. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about this then.
Okay.
Linking up with the 8-Ball and MJG, because that was through Draper. Did you know Draper from the H, or like how did that whole thing come in?
I knew Draper from the H because we had mutual friends. When I say we had mutual friends, like one of Draper's best friend was a guy from South Africa, right? And the guy from South Africa, the crazy part about it is, let me tell you how close it is. His mom used to date my brother, right? My brother got deported. His mom used to date my brother, so Draper's best friend was pretty much like a brother to me. So you see how all that tied in. And this is the first time I'm telling this story. You know what I mean? So Draper them had a record, was Just Fresh back then. I don't know if whoever know H-Town, Just Fresh, you know what I mean? Studio, yeah. Draper called, hey, Rue, come on through, woo, woo. Going down there. Man, Draper gave me $75 for that feature, man. Me and him laugh about that all day, all year long, man. I said, Drape, because, you know, me and him pretty, big ups to Suave House, Drape, big ups to Tony Draper, man. Man, look, Drape, I was happy just to be on the record. I ain't tripping. I go in there and knock, we lick our shot, lick him up shot, on the outside looking in album. Lick our shot. I was teenage, young. So Drape gave me the 75. I was just happy to be on the record. But what's crazy is on my new album, Drape got a new artist that blessed it also. So you see how life is. You know what I mean? So big ups to Tony Draper. That's my dog, my big bro, man. You know, it's nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? From day one, we about 25 years in. So, yeah, so it started with, but let me tell you what was before all of that. The rigor mortis. You know what I'm talking about?
The DMG record?
Oh, my. You're a real DJ, man. Yeah. Not too many DJs, because listen to me, Donnie. If I pull that up to most DJs, they don't know what I'm talking about. The rigor mortis, that with DMG, man. That was my first feature ever. And Big Chief, big ups to Chief, rap a lot. Chief, that was Chief's artist kind of, so you know what I mean? Back then, that's when they used to have jazz management on. Jazz management used to be on Hillcroft and West Park. That shopping center right there. That's some history. Rap-A-Lot Jazz Management. The management company was named after, the boss man's son. You know what I mean? Jazz. So they used to be over there, and we clicked up. John Beto, all of us used to be over there at the office, whatever. So, like I said, it was, that's the beginning of the journey of Rue in Houston. You know what I mean? So he started off that way, and the journey continues. You know what I'm saying?
Man, okay. So you do the 8-Ball MJG. So how does the Luniz thing happen?
The Luniz thing happened because, and I think I did H-Town before Luniz. I'm thinking about it. Reason why I said that was the manager for H-Town had another group called Ideal.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I'm getting okay.
Come on now.
Okay, well now I'm finna bring it to you. Okay, the group Ideal was the spinoff after H-Town. So I was around the camps. So
I didn't know Ideal was up under H-Town in the same.
Yes. Ideal was up under them. You know, I know all them guys, Charles, all of them. So that was the management for H-Town still managed Ideal. He got their group, and he got them signed to the same label that the Luniz was on. Right? So while he was signed with where the Luniz was on, of course I'm in the mix. Of course nobody could do what I do. So that's why I kept relevant, because, I just had to stick around because I had that new sound. I was the That's why I'm Papa Roo up to today, because I don't care what coast you go to. If you need that Houston, you know what you got to do, man. You got to come get that Roo. If it ain't Roo, it ain't right. That's just what that is. So Ideal was up on the H-Town management and all that. So we made that, and Ojo produced that record too, and was the title track of the Luniz first album with I Got 5 on it and all that. It was Operation Stockholder was the name of the song. So yeah, so I did that back then at Digital Services, Houston,
man,
on Chimney Rock, Digital. We all used to be over there.
And so that's when you go and do the H-Town tour with them.
Yes, I went on the H-Town tour with them back then.
So what you singing on tour? Because you just got these couple of features right now.
Just come out and do my joints. You know what I mean? When the part come, I just
you come do your thing. Yeah,
it's just like when I did the 400 Degrees with Juvenile. I know we don't get to that with the Cash Money. When we do the 400 Degrees, one of the biggest things. Well, I can't say it was a mistake because everything happened the way it happened because it's supposed to happen that way. I left Cash Money right when we started the Rough Riders tour, the biggest hip hop tour.
Shit.
Who does that? What artist could do? Yes. Okay.
Let's not get into that. That's wild.
Yes.
Okay. So, H-Town tour, Luniz record, A-Rod MJG. Okay, now you connecting with Cash Money.
Yes, we got the local. We ain't talking about the local stuff. I've been doing that.
Yeah.
We now with the big moles and the rec shops and the.
That was later. That was later on. That was after Cash Money.
That was after. Yeah. There you go. So where we at now?
So okay, how do you? So I'm assuming we get Cash Money. How do you link up with Cash Money?
Okay, man. The way I linked up with Cash Money, Big John. I remember my dog, Big John and Hershey. Them two guys, they used to do promo and stuff like that, but they were doing a lot of work for Cash Money at the time. Oasis again. You know what I mean?
In that club.
Man, let me tell you, Pop it. Well, I was outside, man. I'm doing my thing. I had my Paparoo van, bro. I'm doing me. So, Cash Money was in town at Butter. Wasn't Oasis, I'm sorry. Butter, Club Butter. I was there. John was there. Cash Money was there. John saw me on one side of the club. Hey, Rue, what up? He already knew I've already been doing my thing. Right. Yeah. He said, man, come here. Let me introduce you to them boys from Louisiana. Woo woo. So went down there. He introduced me to Juvenile. Juvenile, the reason for me to be over there with Cash Money. Nobody know that. Juvenile was the reason. Because Juvenile loved reggae. If you notice, Juvenile up until then, I'm going to be thugging behind it. But I'm saying, but he used to bounce off.
That was his vibe, yeah.
And I used to be there to help him with his. So you see how we. Right. So Juvenile loved reggae. He loved doing reggae music, bro. So he soaking up with me. You know what I mean? So of course we all bite off of each other. Juvie told me, hey, come to Digital Services. We knocking out a couple of records over there tomorrow, which was a Sunday. That was Saturday night. Tomorrow we knocking it out.
He's in the club, he just tell you this.
Yeah, in the club. In the club, you know what I mean? I didn't even meet Baby and them yet. Just me and Juvie kicking because Juvie, hey, I didn't even go say hi to the other dudes. Just me and Juvie. So I pulled up there, Digital Services the following day. Of course, hey, people in my day, what's up? Juvie introduced, hey, this Paparoo, man, but at least he had something to tell him who I was because I already did A-Ball MJG. So, okay, so I'm sitting there. Then Baby was like, man, let me hear you. Right? Baby, let me hear you, bruh. I think I did something. I can't remember what I did. He said, oh, you nice. You cool. Boom, boom, boom. So they were in the studio for the next couple of days, 2-3 days. So I was just there. I was just available. Made myself available. I'm here. You know what I mean? Them guys knocking out records, Wayne, Manny Fresh in there doing it. And
everything on the spot.
Everything on the spot. But people think the first record I did was the Rich Niggas record with Juvie. No. That wasn't the first record I did with Cash Money. It's just because Rich Niggas was the biggest one to think, but the first one I did was the Blockest, not the Blockest Hot, Shoot First for the Hot Boys.
No shit.
That was the first record. Have you ever heard of a murderer, bloody murderer? The Hot Boys come one time. That one. That's the first one. Then after that one, I didn't even do Rich Niggas yet. That wasn't even, After that was the only one I did at Digital Services with them. Then all I heard Baby say, hey, little bruh, this is Baby telling me this now. With me and Juvie locked in. They loved the record I did. We was good on that. You know what I mean? Wasn't about no money, none of that. You know me, I wasn't tripping because I was hearing, man, these dudes are next to blow. No Limit was doing their thing already. You get what I'm saying? And everybody, hey, they the next to blow, da, da, da. So Baby said when they were leaving, they left on the Monday or Tuesday. Hey, bro, I'll fuck with you, bro. Just, I'll fuck with you. Man, that's all I need to hear. I was a hustler, man. Listen, I left the whole country, bro, to a whole nother country. You think I'm worrying about leaving a city to another city? Man, nah. I was one of them guys, man. It's wherever. Let's do it. Now I go to New Orleans. Donnie, you finna get some real. You finna get that rule today. Now I go to New Orleans. We have a room in Metairie, in Metairie, New Orleans. A hotel was a Hilton right there. Baby kept 2 rooms there. We kept 2 rooms there. So ain't nobody gonna be homeless. You know what I mean? Only the bad thing about it is you go there, have some of them niggas fucking around. They Wayne and Turk with them girls in there, man. You know, they ain't still in high school. They all day skipping school. They in there with their little shorties, because they used to run around with their little shorties and well, me, if it's open, cool. If not open, I'm about to figure it out. Because I ain't want to be no burden. You know what I'm saying? So, well, you know, I left with the H-time mentality too, bro. You know what I'm saying? I went down there, bro. I might figure it out. We gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I went down there. All they had to do, which they done, they had a fat and all that. Like how we got street flavor in Houston. There's a fat and all that in New Orleans, right? Big ups to fat and all that. Wild Wayne, big ups. They came and interviewed the whole Cash Money camp. I know you've seen that interview before, where Baby, all of us lined up, and they were like, "Who is that?" Because I was fresh, and Baby was like, "That's a new member, Papa Roo." He said, "New member?" He said, "Yeah, it's online too, y'all. Y'all can check my Instagram, check that out." He said, "Man, spit something for me." They always want me to spit something, because how are you joining this camp with these dope ass dudes? What do you have to bring to the table? I'm telling you what everybody was thinking. Then I got on dipping out it on some burning us. I mean, I was running it. Y'all could check it out on Instagram. It's on there. When ran it, you know, that's all I needed as a H-Town dude. You know, that's all I needed. Because guess what? I just
been seen now.
All the broads done seen my face now. So I was playing the malls now. I'm just telling you some real shit I was doing. I'm playing the malls. I was playing the malls. I'm going to tell y'all while I was playing the malls. Because guess what? You're getting it all from Rue now. Them girls, Cash Money was hot. All them girls saw me on TV. So I got me like 2, 3, 4 friends. So, you know, hey, when them guys in the hotel, I can't get in, man, I always had a place to stay. You know, even from H-Time, right?
We'll figure it out.
Okay, right. Man, I always had somewhere to stay. So that's one good, man, I said, okay, they got my face on TV. I walked through the mall. Them girls like, oh, you that guy, you that guy. I said, let me use that to my advantage. So, you know what I mean? I still talk to a couple of the chicks right now, just as friends, like cool, you know, they DM, Rue, how you been? Married kids, you know, big ups to the ones who held me down, you know? Yeah, so, where was I at? Yeah, so in Metairie, so I was able to survive, whereas I always had somewhere to lay my
Were they
head.
not trying to sign you at that time, or what happened with that?
No, but man, Baby wasn't about no paperwork with all that, man. It's just that you would Cash Money. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So, Baby told me that he was gonna sign me. You know, we already had a verbal. Moving around, you know, I was over there working. You know, I was just, what I did was I made myself not be a burden. That's all that was on my mind. Because I'm like, let me put myself in these dudes' shoes. Yeah, I'm an outsider. You know, yeah, I'm getting an opportunity, but you still don't want the opportunity to be hard. I don't know if that makes sense or not. You don't want the opportunity to feel like it's hard. So I was easy for them guys. All I did was call Fresh every day. We had 3 studios we work out of. Fresh, which one we at? All right, we at downtown. Okay, we have Dada. We have Dada. And I just pop up at the studio. Whether I'm recording or whatever, I showed them my loyalty. You know what I'm saying? I came in, you know, on time, sit there. When Manny Fresh making his beats and all that, I'd be playing around with it. Woo, woo, woo. Just like the Rich Niggas record. That record, you know, I was there. Everybody put a verse on that song. If y'all never knew. I'm talking about Baby, Manny Fresh, Turk, Juvie, Wayne,
No shit.
me. BG was locked up. That's the only reason why BG was on there. And to be honest with you, bro, I think I really had a little kind of opportunity to do my thing because they were missing one. I'm not saying that's what it is, but you know, you get what I'm saying? You know, but at the end of the day, BG came home and still love, was all still love. But with the Rich Niggas, all of us had a verse on there. Man, I wrote at least about 20 verses, bro. Keep balling it up. Yeah, I write on paper. We was writing on paper then. Ball it up, throwing it away. I said, man, and I ain't got on a record for Juvie yet. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about Cash Money when we making records over there, you know, when Fresh making records, you know, the formula we had then, you know, we don't even know who's gonna be on the record. So we do what we do, and then we had to wait to see what Fresh do. So nobody has no say so. So I have to think about what will I do. I know I'm different, so I have to come with it. I have to come with it. That's why I was throwing paper away like it's crazy. So what I did was I said, man, let me go ahead and get him an intro that you could not deny. That's what I was thinking about. The first 2 words got to be epic, where you like, woo, that's him. And let me big up, it's Cash Money. So let me go ahead and talk about what? My money. Let me big him up. So I said, it's like monkey see, monkey do. Rolling with the Cash Money brothers, I stay true. Cause when we're riding, shining on the $1 million scene, them hoes and them niggas know what I mean. When we bring out the Rovers and the Hummer, followed by the Benz and the Lex. Bubble I Lexus just came out. I said, when I started, say I had no fame. Now all the girlies, them, they calling me name. Now it's 10 G's to come and see me. Fax the contract straight to Cash Money. So you see, I was giving them, I was fueling it, bro. I had to use my head. I said, bro, I got to be on this record. Well, lo and behold, record came out. I was the last one on there, but hey, I was on there. I was hearing when we first played the record, I was sitting there listening. Loud pipes, big rims, nigga. That's Wayne. Wayne came in with that bit. Then Juvenile used to be. I said, oh, Juvie next. Then you hear, I got more money, got in the factory. Turk came on there. I said, boy, he got about 4 more verses, but we only need 1 more. So he got 4 more in the deck. We all know that. But we trying to see, man, who got the last? All I was, you know that Papa Roo intro, Lord, that it's like monkey see. I said, yes, indeed. And to be honest with you, bro, that was one of the biggest records, even up to today. And the crazy part about it, that I'm gonna say it for the first time, I would have been in a different position if I stayed for the Rough Rider Cash Money tour. I would have been but it wasn't. Like I said, sometimes your destiny is called for a certain thing. You don't know what it is, but you know what I mean? I left them right before the...
why did you end up leaving? Before then, because I mean, that was a monumental moment.
Man, I left them, we was in Miami. I left them in Miami. I walked off the bus in Miami. Yeah, I walked off. It's my first time telling all of this. Yeah, I walked off the bus in Miami, bro. Like, you got a little, you know what I'm saying? You know when somebody trying to handle, you know what I'm saying?
You got into it with like Baby and them? Or like
well, basically we didn't see eye to eye about something. You know what I'm saying? We didn't see eye to eye about something, and everybody was, I'm the only nigga from the H. You get what I'm saying? And that's just some real shit. I was the only dude, I know, of course, I'm from the islands, I'm from the H, but I wasn't no fool. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, I'm navigated from coming from a whole third world to here, bro. Like, I've been through the jungle, like, So mentally, I had to figure out what was best for me, And big ups to Cash Money, baby, the whole 9, man. There's nothing but love for them, because at the end of the day, I wouldn't be rude if, if I didn't have that chapter. You know what I'm saying? So it's all love. But at the end of the day, this is my truth now. I'm letting you know what the deal was. Even when I was with Cash Money, baby said, man, Rue, you was dope as fuck, but man, what I'm gonna do with you, bro? No, because it was new. Dope, but new. I had to deal with Interscope. That's a whole nother ball game again. I had a big deal with Interscope that I end up not taking. Because of, I had a big deal with Interscope.
This was around the Cash Money time?
Nah, that was right after. When I did the Excuse Me album, my first album. You remember when I had Lil O and C Note, which we gonna shine. They wanted that record for, I could call the names now. Mr. Step Johnson, he was a mix show coordinator at Interscope, and Jimmy Iovine. I had a meeting with them sitting like we here. But for some reason, when I went down there, bro, I had the biggest headache in my life that I ever had in my life. And I always remember that day. Like, I don't know what that was about. I don't want to say it was for this or for that, but bro, that was a headache that I never had in my life. And I still remember it up to today. Long story short, we didn't do the deal. Akon was signed after that. Now you get what I'm saying. Now this is, y'all could go check. Akon was signed the same year. You get what I'm saying? So now the sound was getting accepted. Because, you know what I mean? Y'all called me in for the Shine record. I had C-Note, big ups to C-Note, big ups to Lil O. You know what I mean? They were on that record then. Well, we were killing it. You remember that record, Donnie?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and Diamonds and Pearls too with Kiki. You know what I mean? Big ups to the Don. What up, Kiki? Yeah. I mean, I was doing big budget. I did a video club, Rhythms for Diamonds and Pearls. South Park Mexican showed love. He came up. Big up South Park. Free South Park Mexican. Kiki came through, you know what I mean? Big up to the Don, you know what I mean? Much love. Like I said, I was one of the first ones to do like a big budget kind of video, like on my own. I'm talking about no labels, none of that. I'm talking about I had cranes doing all kind of cranes. And
how much were those videos back then?
Like 60-something thousand.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, yeah. But that's the kind of, man, I had a crew riding with me. Man, I ain't signed now. One of them niggas was signed to me. I was just on some love. Even up to today, they called me up today and said, man, Rue, man, that was some real shit you did, bro. I wouldn't have seen the U.S. if it wasn't for you, bro. Because you know we went around this thing. Tons. Remember I had my Rue van and the whole, yeah. So, you know, with the Rough Riders tour, like I said, I walked off but you know, hey, I had to get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Get out. You know, I let them have it. You know what I mean? For some reason, man,
it got that heated that you had to. You saying you got to get it, like it got that heated that you had to, like, man, I just got to get up out of here.
Now, but basically, you know what I mean? It's like, you know when a nigga trying to, you know when you somebody trying to go there. Come on, bro. You know by certain you know when somebody trying to go there. And at the end of the day, man, I'm gonna respect everybody's establishment. You know what I mean? If I'm around your thing, I'm gonna excuse myself. You know what I'm saying? And I have nothing else to say, but that's yours. That ain't mine. You know what I mean? You can do what you gonna do. I could do what I do. You know what I mean? So they went on to the Rough Riders tour, and this is the part that I told you it would have been different. Rich Niggas was one of the biggest records for Juvenile 400 Degrees. Right? Back that ass up, Rich Niggas. You know what I mean? Certain, at least 3-4 of them, whatever. And yeah, Rich Niggas was one of the biggest records. And the crazy, if y'all go back on Rough Riders tour, anybody that got the you know they got the VHS on it, right? They still got the film. Rich Niggas, when they were doing that record, everybody stood up, was waiting to see who's coming out with that. It's like monkey see monkey. I would have been probably big. Man, ain't no telling, bro. I ain't gonna even say it, but just think about the element of surprise with anything. It's gonna get a main focus. It's gonna get a main focus. You know what I'm saying? So, just me thinking about how things go, I just think if like I was that element to run out there, you know, but they told he's like monkey see monkey. Well, everybody gonna try, man, that guy. You know what I mean? But it didn't happen that way, and you know, I'm still here. So that's really the key to it. You know what I mean? Like I said, big ups to Cash Money, and I give him nothing but love for getting me to the point I need to get at.
But you still went on to do No Limit. You know what I'm saying? Did Tight Whip.
I did it right after No Limit. Man, that's another story. After I left from the Cash Money, you know, I was doing my thing. I got a call from Crazy at 3 a.m. in the morning. I said, imagine I'm a cat. No, Crazy called me. Rue, what up, Crazy? Crazy knew me because he was an, you know, I knew Crazy. Crazy called me. Hey, P wants you over here. Just think about that call, man. Just, you hear what I just said, huh? 3 a.m. Rue, hey, come on through, man. We got a song, man. P wants you over here. So how you think I'm feeling?
And you hadn't met them before, and then like
I ain't met P and them. I know Crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Crazy, what you trying to do, man? But I ain't say that though. There Rue go again. I had to put them nuts up and, man, I had to take my risk, man. It is what it is. Went over there. I think we went to Romeo House. I think we went by Romeo House. Because he had that big old, in the circle they had what? Rich, some rich kid, something. I think it was Romeo House. Long story short. Mike Diesel, big up to Mike Diesel too. You remember Mike Diesel made that record too. Big up Mike Diesel. Went in there. Okay, first we was outside. I'd walk it through for you. I was outside. Crazy said, all right, come on, let's go. P them got their record down. Cause Crazy came out and met me. He said, come on, let's go in there. Well, I had, hey, I had to have me right. Okay? Right. That's all I got to say. And I walk up in there, me and hey, what's up? And P said, come here, little bruh. Me and P went to the other room. Man, I'm like, what kind of bullshit about to go on right here, man? But when we walked to the other room, P said, hey, listen, bro, listen. This is how we gonna do this. Nah, I'm gonna pay you that. That's it, bro. No, I'm for real. But I respect P for that. You know what I'm saying? I respect. Before we even touch it, he pulled me to the side and said, listen, this is how we gonna do this.
Go, yeah.
So if I want to opt out, I could opt out. But he's like, you cool with that? You know what I'm saying? And I accepted it. I said, cool. You know what I mean? So big ups to P, man. P handles his business all the time. You hear from Snoop and all them. He really do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go ahead and take my hats off to P, man. For good business. You know what I'm saying? For good business. I didn't like the record. I didn't like the record, bro. And I didn't like the record. When I heard that, man, I was like, to do a hook on that?
The track, yeah.
Yeah, the track. When I said let me rephrase that. I didn't like the track at the time. You know what I mean? I didn't like the track at the time. So I'm listening to that thing, man. I'm like, what the hell I'm gonna put on this damn thing, man? Okay, there my thinking juice go again. I say, okay, they want something. I gotta give them something that stick. Okay, let me go. I got it. I'm sitting there writing, and man, if I tell you how this hook come about, I'm gonna let y'all know how that Tight Whips hook come about. That we roll tight whips every day, Bentleys, Lex, Mercedes, and I'm gonna let you know how they come out. That record, I was sitting there for about 2 hours. Have to come up. I said, I have to give them a jingle that they ain't gonna even know where it come from. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm really one of the goats in this with that hook shit. Yeah, I really analyze this shit. I said, you know what? So guess what I did, Donnie? You remember that? You know that? We roll tight whips every day. So that's how Tight Whips came about. So y'all heard it from the hook guy with Tight Whips. That's how it came about. That we roll tight whips every day. Bentleys, Lex, Mercedes, and Escalade. Yeah. So that's how that came about, and that shit stayed on the top 5 for at least 6 months on BET. We even performed on there. That was my first time performing on BET. I performed on there. You can't perform that song without me. I'll make sure, whether you want to leave me out, you just can't. You know what I mean? I make sure the sauce is in there. Yeah, so I met AJ and Free. Big ups to No Limit. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't. I sat on the couch. Not too many people. You hear me, Donnie? I sat on the couch. AJ and Free. We did Tight Whips on there. So it was a good experience, man. Master P gave us some big ass shirts. I remember them. I still got the shirt in my closet. You know what I mean? So, yeah, big ups to New Orleans, man. NO, big ups to NO. My chapter in the NO was lovely, man. All my Cash Money fans, my No Limit fans, all my NO people, Katrina. Oh, man. Remember the hurricane that's supposed to come before Katrina? That everybody left that time and it didn't come? That's why they didn't leave. I know a lot of people don't know the history either. There was a hurricane. What's the name of it?
I can't remember the name, but I know what you're talking about, though.
Rita? It was Hurricane Rita was supposed to hit New Orleans. I was down there at the time. Me and Baby was in the same apartment. Everybody else left. Me, Baby, and he had a model chick friend of his. Whatever. I'm telling you who was in the apartment. Everybody else left. Just me. I'm from Houston. I'm there. I'm riding it out. Man, I'm taking chances with everything. Man, I'm riding it out. Baby come in the living room. Hey, Rue, you good, bro? I said, man, I'm good. I ain't tripping. So that's one experience I will never forget with me and the Bird, man. Yeah, I mean, on Hurricane Rita, we was in an apartment. Yeah, in New Orleans when he turned away and all that. So yeah, big ups to Birdman again, man. You know what I mean? All these experiences, man. Look, we're talking about it now. You know, and all of these is factual. You know what I'm saying? Donnie, you getting it first here, man.
Yeah, man. Talk about the Houston collaborations though, man. Because you got, I mean, of course.
Oh man, my H-Town caliber, man. I wonder if we got time enough.
Let's start with the Zero one. The
Looking Good.
Yeah, man.
All right, with
can you do that a little bit of that?
Okay, well, the Looking Good record is one of the biggest classic in the city. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I wish we had done a video for it. We did a video where we on the couch bullshitting, just at Uptown recording, you know. But that Sunday morning pulling out my bitch, I'm looking good. That one, rollie on me wrist, ice on me wristband, 20-inch rims on me suspension. Foreign we play and not Ford Mustang. Dress every day, yeah. I got it. Check what it's online, y'all. Y'all can go hear all that. That's it. Looking Good with Papa Roo and Zero. You know what I mean? Big ups to Zero, Mo City Don. What's up? Yeah. So that feature there came from Rakish. You know the producer Rakish for ABN, and then big ups to Rakish too. I ain't seen him in over 20-something years. You know what I mean? Rakish had a studio next to Thug Dirt studio over that way, and the Gorilla Mob was in effect. Cliche, all of us was big ups. What up, Cliche? Yeah, all of us was over there. It was like a big family over there on Rampart, cause Rakish studio there, Thug Dirt studio there. Then Boo Rossini came put his studio over there. You know when Boo came in, you know what I mean. Big ups to Boo. What up? What's his name had the track. And if you notice, we have two different tracks. If you notice, I put it on my album and Zero put it on his album.
Two different versions.
Two different versions. Mine was kind of dum 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 dum. Dun, 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 dun. I like that. Dun, 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 dun. You know I'm gonna swing that thing. So and Zero shit hard too, super hard. So we fused it together, and Zero put a version in his album. I put one on my album. That's another reason why a lot of people hear it too, cause we really exploited it on our own. Although the radio wasn't playing it, you know what I'm saying. But we exploited it on our own, and we messed around, did a video on the couch, and I'm happy we got that. I don't know if y'all seen it on the air.
Yeah, that's a classic. Everybody to see.
Yes,
I don't know anybody
man.
who watches this show who ain't seen it.
Yeah, seen that. So, you know what I mean? Me and Zero done that, man. Those were the days, bro. Like, you know. And people waiting on me and him to do a new one, too, man. So, Zero, hey, whenever you ready, bro. You already know what it is, how we do it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, like I said, where we at with it now?
Okay, bro. Let's talk about the Lil O records, man.
Oh, Lil O. Yeah, oh, man. Little old records. If I have to beg, steal, or borrow to make it till tomorrow, I gotta do what I have to, cause who's gonna feed me? And if you notice, that hook relate to who I am. Look what I had to do in New Orleans. Yeah. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you know, Lil O was one of the, I did at least about 3-4 records with Lil O. You know, we always fuse with records, man. You know what I mean? We always fuse with records, you know. Big Mo. Yeah. You remember, give me some. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Yeah. On the one. Yeah. Give me your love.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Big Mo. Rest in peace, Big Mo. Who else, man? I was even with 3-2 and then with the Black Monks.
Okay, talk about that.
Yeah, man, you know what? That was like one of the first, because that was jazz management time. That's how far back that was. And Beto was doing the Black Monks album. Me and Beto's little brother was best friends. Everybody know that. That's how I started coming around the Rap-A-Lot scene. Cause me and John Beto, brother, was riding dog. We used to, you know, we in the streets, you know what I mean? So we used to duck in jazz management. And he was ignorant too. Beto brother was ignorant. You know what I mean? We jump in jazz, man. Everybody know him. They know him. Rest in peace, man. That's my dog, man. Rest in peace. You know, he got into a car wreck saving his child. He died. You know, like he put his hand to break his kid's still living now, and he got paralyzed from it, and then he passed afterwards, man. You know what I mean? Big ups to Ted, man. Ted Beto, man. That's what it is. That's my dog. Yeah. So where we at?
Black Monks, you're talking about.
Yeah, the Black Monks. So so they had the Black Monks album. AWOL and and the two chicks, Storm and what's her name?
I know Storm. I can't think of the
Storm.
name.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's nothing but love, man. For all those people in that era, man, I can't remember certain names now, but there's nothing but love, man. You know, I'm gonna bring it up because at the end of the day, if it wasn't for us, it wouldn't be where it's at now. So, you know, I'm gonna do my part on my end. With Storm and anyway, they'll know what it is.
Yeah, talk about how you linked up with Scarface, man, doing the Scarface.
Oh man, well, Face, man, with Face, I always used to see Face coming around when I'm at digital services too. You know what I mean? I used to be doing my own records, and Face them used to come through. You know, cause they mixing their records and all. Man, I was doing all that myself. I was using all the stuff they using. Imagine me on my own was doing that then. You get what I'm saying, bro? And that's the truth. I'm letting you know what it is. I did all that by myself. You know what I mean? No fueling. You know, I had to figure it out. So everything you seen me accomplish, I could say I done it. Not a lot of people could say that. You know what I mean? I done it. You know what I mean? And everybody along the way who helped propelled me, you know what I mean? I'm a mention and give, but at the end of the day, man, I done it, man. The things I have to go, and I'm taking it, and I'm gonna take that platform with it now, because I've been modest about it too long, man. You see what I'm saying? And people got to understand that I did that. Things that y'all had teams doing, I done that myself. You know what I mean? I lose sleep, I lose this, I lose doing it myself. All my losses, all my gains are myself. You never hear about it, and you never gonna see it. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna do my part and bring the positivity to the culture. You know what I mean? I'm not finna glorify the downfalls or glorify the upliftings like that. I'm gonna just glorify who I am and glorify the platforms that I have now to do my part. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm at with it. You know what I mean? I'm seeing a bigger calling now for it, you know. So that's really where I'm at with it. But other than that, man, like I said, I did it all, bro. When it comes to the traveling, I paid for everybody. I was in the BET Awards when Michael Jackson died. I had me and my crew there. The year he died, I was out there. I was back there doing interviews with Chameleon. Me and Chameleon, I got him on the new album too, y'all, on the foreign album. Y'all check that out. It's called Give Me My Money. Chameleon was there. You know, a bunch of Southern artists was there. We did that BET then. Coming back to what you said about Scarface, I forgot, I didn't want to jump over that question. You got to understand, Scarface worked closely with who? Beto. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I was able to be in the same room. You get what I'm saying? So when I go holler at Beto, brother is my best friend, we're going to holler at his brother, who in the room?
Scarface.
Right.
Since way back, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and then they knew I was doing my thing because I really did the ball and G and right. So Beto was the one got me on a record, on a mixtape joint. Man, what's the name of that song? I might have to email you that. It's probably ain't nobody got it, probably. It's a mixtape joint. I can't remember it right now. But anyway, and from then on, our relationship started building. Then me and Face locked in. Because we doing records now. We vibing, you know what I mean? We got that energy. And remember we did, I did like 2 records, but the ones most people know about me, with me and him, was when we did the one with cricket in it, High Powered. Beep, beep, goes the sound of my cellular. It's the life of a... Yeah. I sound like my records too, y'all. You know what I mean? I really do sound like them joints. So Scarface, we did that joint. Beep, beep, goes the sound of my cellular. It's the life. And when I did that song, we did the video. Man, that song came out with power. That shit just came like, And I still think they really don't do, they don't do enough for them Face records, man. I'm just telling, but Face records still do what it do because of who he is. But on the mainstream, we never really took the platforms like real mainstream artists get. Like they didn't do Face like a Jigga, which it should have been done like a Jigga. That's the way I feel. That's my opinion. I think that they ain't
most definitely right.
I think they ain't do enough for my big bro when it comes to the mainstream. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the politics behind it. I'm just saying what I see. And I don't see he had the same look like when who come out? You know, when them dudes up top come out.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see, but long story short, he still leave a mark regardless. So, you know, big ups to Big Bro, Face Mob, you know what I mean? So, like I said, we did that joint, and we did a couple other joints after, a little mixtape, like 1 or 2 after that. That's what I'm saying, so we was working. As a matter of fact, we was at Mike Dean's house, and I have a raw footage of that with me, Scarface, and Mike Dean at his house making High Power. I got the raw footage. I'm talking about we sitting there. Mike Dean had a dog that damn near couldn't walk good, was drifting, but he loved that dog to death. Big ups to Mike Dean. He loved that dog though. I can't remember his name, you know. And I'm just giving you time, you know, walking you through it. You know, we in there, we knocked the record out, boom, boom, boom. After that record, now N.O. Joe. Now we doing his most recent album, the Deeply Rooted. N.O. Joe hit me up. Face hit me up to come through N.O. Joe studio. I listened, you know, he played, the first record he played was the Dope Man Pushin'. When I heard that, I went crazy. Because I was like, bro, you took me right back to, I started small time, dope game, cocaine, pushing. He took me back there when I heard the record, the Dope Man Pushin' record. And then I listened to it. I said, you know what? I got to come up with something monumental. You know what I mean? Come on, this Face, man. You know what I mean? I know they heard what I did before, but let me bring them up to speed on some new, let's do some new age time shit. So I said, you know what? Let's talk about some money shit. Because I was like, dope, man, pushing. I was in that realm when I was hearing that record. So I started, I said, reaching down in my pocket. I don't feel my paper stacks in my 45 and Wilcox. You know what I mean? You heard it in the background?
For sure. Yeah.
I said, reaching down in my pocket. I don't feel my paper stacks in my 45 and Wilcox kid. 45. Yeah, that's what I was feeling. Yes, that's it, hustle game. So we put that on there, man. It came out pretty good. You know, N.O. Joe whipped it up, blah, blah, blah. But the record, that Deeply Rooted, I stay, man, that one touched me a lot because it just reminded me of where I came from. And you remember how you win some, you lose some. Life in a nutshell. Free up, come on, man. That's right there. That's one of the records from all the ones I've done that really touched me a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just because we say rooted, I stay rooted, crooked officer, crooked, and I brought that in because of the Ghetto Boys. You know what I'm saying? That what they stand like crooked, and we have all that going on now. So I said, let me bring that terminology. I said, crooked officer, crooked. So whatever the officers want to do, you go ahead and do. But I stay rooted to the truth. You know what I mean? I'm a stay rooted. So, and that was a theme song of the album too, right? Yeah, theme song of his album too. So
Deeply
like
Rooted, yeah.
Rudy, Deeply, yeah. So that's like I said, that's one of my favorite joints on the album right there with Face. Big ups to Face Mob again, man. One of the GOATs. And of course we did that concert at House of Blues. Man, that was beautiful, man. Yeah. Face called me. He said, man, let me bring out
incredible concert.
Yeah,
man. Oh man.
Yeah, yes, man. And Face gave me my flowers in that concert. That meant a lot to me, bro. You get what I'm saying? He's like, man, let me bring out one of the best in the city, man, doing this thing, one of the GOATs in the game. Papa Roo, where you at, man? And you know, just hearing it from Big Bro is just an acknowledgement to me. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, for somebody of his statue that's been, you know, that is hip hop. You know what I mean? You know, I think I done my job, bro. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm telling you, after that was done, man, like, I did it. I done it. Then, the Lifetime Achievement Award I just received. Come on. So I'm just overwhelmed with a lot of things at one time that's really positioning me to carry out my assignment. And when I say carry out my assignment, everybody got an assignment on earth. Everybody do. And when it comes, you got to know it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's what preserves you for a lifetime. Yeah. All them things you want to be protected, you don't take care of your assignment, and you're gonna be protected. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's just my jewel I'm dropping. Yeah. Take care of your assignment, no matter what it is. You know when you got your assignment. A lot of people want to look away on it, and you know when it's your assignment. Take care of it, and you ain't got to worry about safety. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Man, a couple things before we get up out of here. Can you talk a little bit about put it in the air with Rick Ross, man. That whole thing, that relationship.
Oh
with Rick
man,
Ross.
that put it in the air, man. Another relationship again. Suave House, Draper, Teflon Don.
Way back then.
Way back then, you gotta understand. Like back then, Draper used to bring him in town. Ross used to be in town. You know what I mean? We wasn't close or none of that, but at the end of the day, we had a mutual. Draper was the yeah. So, what's his name? Clarence Weatherspoon, man. I gotta bring him up. I gotta bring up Clarence. You know Clarence Weatherspoon? Mm-hmm. Big ups to Clarence, man. Back then he had a group that had a big record. What's the record Clarence had? That Pink. He had a group with a big record. Long story short, he helped me get that feature with Ross, really, because he was in Miami with him, and he helped put it together, you know. But at the same time, you know, Ross knew me. You get what I'm saying? So he made it, you know, he made it work. We came down here, you know, I dropped him some bread on the video. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I paid him on, you know what I mean? That's one of my dopest. You saw the video, put it in the air. Y'all check that out. Papa Roo featuring Rick Ross, man. That did that video too. Downtown Houston. People think I was overseas for that one or in Miami. Man, that's Houston. You hear me? Club Riches. Remember Riches used to have that ball in the middle? Mm-hmm. Man, whoever from Houston and know that Club Riches, man, they had a ball, crystal ball in there, man. You think you was on Saturday Night Fever, man. I'm telling you, that boy, they had one of the best crystal balls. That light used to hit off of that thing, you know. So we did the video down there, and I think I did the video All-Star that time. I can't remember when I did that for sure. But anyway, we did that video. Ross came through, you know. Like I said, at the end of the day, you pay people, man, you know they don't come through. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to guesstimate it, so I handled that. And up to look, it's on for life, you know. At the end of the day, you ain't gonna see that video flagged and all that dumb. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because I handled up on that thing. So big ups to Rick Ross, Maybach Music, man, Clarence Weatherspoon, you know, all the people that had something to do with my elevation, man. I always, you know, pay homage and, you know, and show the love. You know, for everybody who was involved with Papa Roo from day one, you know, I might miss a couple people, whatever. You already know what it is, man. I'm still that guy. Still that guy, you know, same attitude, you know, approachable. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Just ain't about no bullshit.
for sure. Man, talk a little bit, did you ever have opportunity to meet and work with Screw and all that?
Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah. I remember it. That's like yesterday right there. Digital services. I never really went to the Screw house and all that. I didn't do all that. You know what I mean? Because remember, I'm that guy with that different sound. So I'm moving, man. I'm, you know, Ro and all that, you know, they do what they do. But I'm that guy to just come bless you right quick and I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? So with Screw, Diamonds and Pearls. Screw had the Diamonds and Pearls, man. And I remember we was in digital services. He always used to be by the section where what's his name, mastering the records. John Morambi mastering. Big up to John, that's who used to own digital services. He used to be there mastering. Screw, like, what up, bro? Man, that you in the, yeah, man. You know, that's all and he in there chopping it up. Cause while I was there, he throw it on. You know what I mean? Because I had the crazy part, Donnie. My first album, I got vinyl with artwork. You hear what I'm trying to tell you, bro? I got double vinyl with artwork. I should have brought it with me. I got double. Imagine back then, I'm doing double. Majors wasn't doing it. I'm doing the whole Excuse Me album, double vinyl with artwork. Right. I might need to bring you one of them.
Yeah, bring me one if you got one. Yeah,
double album with vinyl. Yes. So, yeah, man. Yes, the double album. So anyway, Screw bless. You know, I'm happy I was able to catch the ending wave, the wave. At least I was there. You know what I mean? And he acknowledged the sound, and he played with the sound, and he accepted the sound, and he made the sound part of the Houston culture. You know what I mean? And that's what's up. Big ups, rest in peace, Screw, man. All day.
For sure.
All day.
Ready, man. You got anything else?
Man, I got a whole lot, but we gotta give him next time I come. I'm gonna remember some more shit.
For sure. That's what it is. But hey, man, it's always
always
good
love,
chopping up with you,
man.
man.
Yes. Hey, and the new album coming out, Foreign. Y'all make sure follow at Papareu, PAPAREU, and we gonna go ahead and do the thing. I'm still repping for the H. Y'all know what it is, man.
For sure. Yeah. That's what it is. Hey, man, I'm Donnie Houston. It's Donnie Houston Podcast, Papareu.
Yeah.
Man, we up out of here.
Donnie Houston.
Subscribe to the Donnie Houston Podcast, man.